Dear students, in the previous video, I have started explaining the butterworth filter design from the given specifications, and there I derived and introduced a formula to calculate the order of the filter. Also, we have seen in the previous video that the order of the filter and cutoff frequency are the two important parameters that are basically needed to find out the magnitude response of butterworth type analog filter. So in this video, first, I am going to illustrate that how you will find out the cutoff frequency if it is not given directly in the specification. So there is a proof to find out the cutoff frequency from the other specifications such as passband frequency, passband attenuation, stopband frequency, and stopband attenuation. Now we already know that the magnitude response of butterworth filter is expressed in terms of cutoff frequency and order of the filter n by the equation number 1, and in terms of allowable passband parameter epsilon, passband frequency omega p, and order of the filter n by equation number 2. So when we equate these two equations, as we can see here, and simplify the equality, then we are able to find out an expression of cutoff frequency in terms of passband frequency, passband attenuation, and order of the filter. Afterwards, the denominator part can be expressed in terms of epsilon. So in this case, the omega c will be equal to omega p upon epsilon raised to the power 1 by n. So this is the one expression of omega c if the passband frequency and passband attenuation in order of the filter is given to you. But if it is not given and the stop band attenuation or stop band frequency is given to you, so you will again use this expression, means equation number 2, and in this case you will take log on both the side and calculate the 20 log value on right hand side and left hand side of the equation. And in this case, when you put the value of omega is equal to omega s, so the left hand side will be equal to alpha s, that is stop band attenuation. So after doing this calculation, you are able to figure out the expression will be like this. Here you will put the value of epsilon from the previous equation and calculate the value of omega c in terms of omega s and alpha s. So in this bracket you can see this is another expression to calculate the cutoff frequency. So in the previous video you have to get the formula to calculate the order of the filter, and here you are able to find out the value of cutoff frequency from the given specification. So now I come on to the recap to have the overall step to design an analog Butterworth filter. And first, from the given specification, you have to find out the order of the filter, and then you have to round it to the next highest integer. And after getting the value of n, you can figure out the transformation function hs, which is also termed as normalized transfer function, because this is a transfer function that you have for the cutoff frequency 1 radian per second. So this transfer function can be figured out by the formula as 1 upon ds, and ds can find out from the given table as you have already calculated the order of the filter. So for the specific order, there will be a specific denominator polynomial, and this expression hs can be obtained. After finding the normalized transfer function, you can find out the value of cutoff frequency if it is not given. So you have seen the formula to calculate the cutoff frequency. From there, you can find out the value of cutoff frequency, and the final analog Butterworth filter can be obtained by replacing S by S upon omega C. And this is the step of designing the analog low pass Butterworth filter. So here an example to illustrate the concept. Here you have to design a Butterworth filter which is minus 2B passband attenuation and at a frequency of 20 radian per second, and at least minus 10 dB stopband attenuation at 30 radian per second. So from this question, it is clear that smaller attenuation at this is small frequency and this is a higher attenuation at comparatively higher frequency. So means you have to design a low pass filter. So here you have write down all these values. Means passband frequency is 20 radian per second and stop band frequency is 30 radian per second. So from this you can calculate the value of n, which will be 3.37 after putting the different values. You will approximate it to the next highest integer, that will be 4. So from the given table you will find out the denominator polynomial ds and figure out the normalized low pass Butterworth filter response. That will be 1 upon ds. And omega c can be calculated either by using the passband frequency, passband attenuation, as well as stop band frequency and stop band attenuation. Here, because I have calculated it by using omega p and alpha p. Omega c is now 21.3868 in this case, and final transfer function can be obtained by substituting S in the normalized response by S upon 21.3868, as you can see here. So this is the way to find out the response of analog Butterworth filter from the given specifications. We have gone through the designing of analog low pass Butterworth filter, but if we have to design analog high pass Butterworth filter, band pass or band stop filter, so there are some transformation formula for the analog filter designing. If you want to design low pass to low pass, means from normalized low pass, you have seen already that you have to replace S by S upon omega C. But if you want to design a high pass filter, you have to replace S by omega C upon S, just reverse of that. Similarly, in the case of band pass, two more parameter you have to know, that is upper cutoff frequency and lower cutoff frequency, and you have to replace S by this particular formula. In the case of band stop, you have the expression just reverse of that in the formula. So this is one example to design a high pass filter from the given specification. So here, this is a passband frequency. Passband frequency is a high frequency here, and this is a stop band frequency, which is comparatively of lower magnitude. So you can easily visualize that you are going to design a high pass filter. But we know the designing of low pass filter first. So in this case, we have to get a reverse transformation characteristic of the desired high pass filter. This will be our desired high pass filter with 3 dB value, 3 dB cutoff at omega S, omega P, and higher minus 15 dB cutoff at omega S. So we have to just make a reverse characteristic of that. Means at the passband frequency, you have 3 dB attenuation, passband attenuation, because at the passband 3 dB attenuation is given to you. 3 dB attenuation is also the attenuation where you have a cutoff frequency. So in this case, passband frequency and cutoff frequency is the same. That you have to note it. Also, the stop band frequency will be at 15 dB, and now you can figure out this omega p will be 500 radian per second, whereas omega S will be 1000 radian per second. Omega C, because the 3 dB cutoff is given for omega p, so it is already know it is a cutoff frequency as well, so this is the same thing. So from the given value you have to calculate the value of n and figure out as 2.468 in this case. After getting the next highest integer, you get n equal to 3. So at n equal to 3, from the normalized transfer function, you can see from the table the denominator polynomial. So normalized transfer function is obtained by putting 1 upon denominator polynomial, because the cutoff frequency is 1000 radian per second. So in this case, you have to substitute S by cutoff frequency divided by S. So this is the final response of the desired high pass filter. In this way, we can deal with any problem of designing of analog Butterworth filter from the given specification. Thank you.